Hello and welcome back to my walkthrough of Final Fantasy VI Advance Perfect Game. In this episode, we're going to do the Lethe River sequence, which pretty much involves getting to the Returner's hideout, speaking with Banon here, making a decision about whether we want the Genji Glove or Gauntlet, and then ultimately agreeing one way or another to join the Returners in their valiant struggle against the Empire. And then we're going to end up on a raft, and we're going to fight the first serious boss in this game. I love the reference to Greek mythology there. What you're going to see me doing right here is I'm going to collect all of the treasures in the Returner's hideout, and then I'm also going to talk to everyone. You have to talk to your party members. In order to advance with the plot, you have to talk to Sabin, you have to talk to Locke, and you have to talk to Edgar before the guard will even let you outside to talk to Banon. I talked to the other, returners in here just so you can see what they have to say. And I got trolled by this guy right here. I hate that. Okay, so during this part, I'm just going to show you what happens if you tell Banon no. You've really got two choices. You can either tell him no once or twice, and then come up into this upper storage room and talk to the soldier in there, and he'll just give you the Genji Glove. Or you can talk to Banon and tell him no 3 times, in which case you'll be sent down a scenario in which you're just handed the Genji Glove. But you'll always get the Genji Glove one way or another if you tell Banon no 3 times. The Genji Glove is arguably a much better relic than the Gauntlet. I don't think I've ever used the Gauntlet in battle as a strategy, whereas the Genji Glove is quite well known for its usefulness. But the Gauntlet is unique. Yeah, so here I'm showing you what happens when you say yes for the first time. You unfortunately can't say no, go get the Genji Glove, then come back and say yes. You can do that, but he won't give you the Gauntlet. You have to have said, you have to have not gotten the Genji Glove in order to get the Gauntlet. Which is unfortunate. There are only 3 copies of the Gauntlet available in a normal walkthrough. Alright, so at this point, no matter whether you selected to get the Genji Glove or the Gauntlet, both scenarios will lead you to this point where you have Banon join your party. He is equipped with Punisher, which is a very rare weapon, and it would be nice if we could take that off of him, but since he is a temporary party member, you cannot. And because I'm playing a low-level game, my Banon is actually only at level 2. So there are two different strategies that you can use to deal with the fact that he's at a low level. One is you can go outside here where you came in to the Returner's hideout. You can kill off your other 3 characters and leave Banon alone. Then you can level him up. It takes forever, and it's a pain in the butt, because if he dies, you're going to get a game over. But that is one way to make it a little bit safer. As far as I know, his levels don't later on affect the levels of any of the other characters. But I never use that method, because it takes forever and it's a pain in the ass. Here, what you're going to see me do is actually show off a very short cutscene that probably a lot of people who play this game casually don't even know. But if you try to get back into Mount Colt at this point in the game, there's like a Magitech soldier who chases you off, so we cannot get back to South Figaro at this point in the game. And you do get a warning here about Banon. If Banon dies, even if it's in battle, where you could conceivably give him a Phoenix down, you automatically get a game over. So, it's kind of annoying. Anyway, a couple new enemies here. We've got Nautiloid and Exocyte. Pretty sure the Exocytes are the crab thing. And the Nautiloids are the, I don't know, the shelled dudes. And we have the Pterodons, or Lesser Lopros, as they've been renamed for some bizarre reason. That actually gives you a pretty good raid for Gao when you get to that point. Oh yeah, if you press up here, you'll loop around in a circle. I think that's pretty well known. You can just keep doing that, like with the auto fire button on, and you can gain like crazy amounts of levels. Obviously, you know, that's both a blessing and a curse, because with high levels the game gets easier, even though it's already a pretty easy game. But every single time you gain a level that you don't have an Esper equipped, you miss out on that level up bonus. And of course, if you're playing the game casually, that who cares? You know, by the time you get to your 60, you're going to be able to defeat anything at the end of the game that you need to anyway. But we're going for a perfect game here. And here's the first boss, Ultros. I think I had to do this about 6 times to get this result. You can just get lucky the first time, obviously. So there are a couple of dangerous points in this. Ultros, I think it's on his third turn, is going to definitely do a full party tentacle. He's going to hit all 4 people with his tentacles. And that does a decent amount of damage. Usually Banon can survive that, even if he's not guarding. But then there's a certain probability that after that, he will hit 1 target. And like he did right there. And I don't think that Banon can survive that, even if he's guarding. I think that the tentacle, when he's guarding, I think the tentacle does somewhere between 55 and 60 damage to him. And of course he only has 57 HP at level 2. So there's, I don't know, roughly about a 50% chance he's going to survive that. A lot of people, when Terra gets killed, and she almost always does get killed, will choose to just leave her dead. And I don't do that here because Terra is very useful offensively. When you're at low levels, you know, every single point of HP you can take off the guy is useful. And having her brought back and then have Banon do Prey gets her pretty much back to full HP, so she could take another couple of little inks to the face. Because every time you cast fire on him, I think he automatically counterattacks with that ink attack. It does about 20 damage. So what I basically do strategically is I just have Sabin do the Aura Cannon Blitz every time. All he does. That's the strongest blitz he can do at his level. And then Edgar alternates between using the auto crossbow and healing. And Terra just constantly spams fire. And Banon has to alternate back and forth between defending, so he doesn't die, and casting Prey, or whatever you want to call it. In the SNES and PlayStation versions it was called Health. Probably for censoring reasons. I like the sarcasm of that part. Okay, so we're going to get split up here into 3 different groups. And in the next episode, we're going to begin to tackle this next part of the game. Wanted to show you Mog here too. If you go into the menu at this point and look at Mog's stats, just a point of curiosity, everything is a 12 except for attack. It's really arbitrary, and he has no equipment. Weird. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.